Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be giving you this amazing vanilla cake recipe. It's usually what I use for most of my wedding cakes, except the bride asks otherwise, or if maybe they want a different flavor, I can use this as the base of the flavor. I don't know if that makes sense, because it is very sturdy and it is very delicious and it can hold its own weight. It's not one of those cake recipes that fall apart when you maybe crumb coat them or put them together or you stack them really high, and it is really delicious. So today I'm going to be giving you my white wedding cake recipe. Okay, so usually before I bake any cake, I like to check my recipe to make sure, I'm doing the right thing. Plus, I know like if you're a seasoned baker, you might not have to do this all the time, but usually when I have a wedding cake, I don't want anything to go wrong, and I'm usually extra careful. So you see me like taking my books and taking my weighing scale and everything. So you want to make sure you measure properly and do it well so that your cake can come out perfect. Okay, so today I'm going to be showing you how I make my white wedding cake recipe, and you can use this recipe for several other things. You can use it as the base for maybe a red velvet, a chocolate, or it's really good as a base for a chocolate cake and maybe some fruit cakes, but you want to be very careful with fruit cakes because they can easily spoil. Anyway, so for this recipe today, we're not going to be needing a mixer. Is the amazing thing. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the simpler the better. We're not going to be using a mixer. We're just going to be using our hand and in a bowl. It's going to be a one bowl method. Okay, so you're going to be needing 200 grams of butter, and you want to melt that down. You want to have the butter completely melted. So what you want to do next, once the butter is melted, is you want to put in a bowl all of your dry ingredients, which includes 200 grams of 300 grams of sugar and 500 grams of flour. It's going to be just regular flour. Okay, so and then to that you're going to be adding 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and also some salt. I didn't include salt in the recipe. If you want to see like the combined recipe, you can check the description box below. So you want to stir that together. Those are the dry ingredients. So in another bowl you want to put in your melted butter and some buttermilk. You want to use 1 cup of buttermilk, or you can use milk, regular milk, but in this video I didn't have buttermilk. Yeah, but I used milk, so it's better for you to use buttermilk. I find it turns out a lot better if you use buttermilk. Okay, usually what I like to do with my cakes, especially wedding cakes, is to bake them in a sheet and then cut out the shape I want from the sheet. That way my cakes will not have like brown edges or some parts that are maybe dry, or like that way that like there are less things to go wrong, and this bakes really fast. So like you get to bake many cakes in a short period of time. Basically, that's why I like to use the pans. So if you want to use any of the ingredients or any of the tools I'm using in this video, you can check the link in the description box below. I bought all of them on Amazon. Like, I'm an Amazon babe, guys. I buy everything in Amazon. Basically, the only thing I can buy on Amazon is a baby. I promise. I buy everything in Amazon. Everything is in Amazon, and they are really great prices. So if you want to buy any of these things I'm using in this video, you can just check the description box below and you're going to see the link to them. Okay, so in that bowl where we have our milk and butter, we are going to be putting our vanilla extract. I don't exactly like this vanilla extract, so make sure you're using the real thing, because wedding cakes, the customer is really paying, so why not using the right thing? So anyway, so at this point I just got to Ireland, so I didn't know where to buy good quality vanilla extract. That was why I used that. Okay, so into that bowl you want to add in 8 eggs. Yes, and you want to add them all at once. You don't have to add and whisk and all of that, because we're not doing the creaming method. This is a one bowl method, and it is amazing. Your cake is going to be delicious. I know it seems like a lot of eggs, but I promise you guys, like, this is what you want to do, and your cake is going to be perfect. Anyway, so you want to whisk the egg together with the milk and the butter in the bowl until it is well combined and all of the yolks are broken, and then you want to transfer it. Yeah. Okay, so Once you've done that, you want to transfer it. The reason why you're adding the vanilla first to the egg mixture is because it reduces the smell of the egg. So instead of adding it to the entire thing, trust me, it works this way. Okay, so once you're done with that, you want to mix your batter, and the trick here is to not over mix. See what I'm doing? You want to mix until it is combined and then stop. Even if it looks like it has lumps, don't worry about it, just stop. Once it looks like it is completely mixed, just stop. So you're going to take that and then pour it into your pan that you've already lined, and then you're going to bake. And it's important you bake on really low heat. Like I usually tell you guys, bake at 160. Don't bake at 180, guys. 180 is too hot. I don't know who came up with like 180. 180, I find 180 to be too hot for most of my cakes anyway. So bake at 160 and your cake will come out really nice. To bake slowly and nicely, and when you're done, it will cut nicely too. It won't just be falling apart. So you want to transfer this and put in the oven at 160 until it is baked. I can't tell you for how long, but usually this takes about 25 minutes in my case. So it depends on your oven and what kind of oven you're using and everything. So usually when this cake is done, I like to cut it into like the shapes of the cake I want to use, and then I'm going to frost this cake. So the awesome thing with this cake is that it is delicious and it slices perfectly. You know those cakes that when you slice it, you can see the different layers and it looks beautiful. And I get compliments on this recipe. So if you ever try this, please let me know in the comment section. I'd really love to like hear what you guys' opinion is about it. So when the cake comes out of the oven, it's important. This is like just as important as the recipe. You want to wrap it after it cools down a little bit so the moisture won't evaporate, guys. You want to wrap your cakes so that you can keep in the moisture and have it locked in there. So normally I'll put this in the fridge or freezer for a couple of hours, and then I'll use it on my cake maybe the next day or in 2 days, and then decorate as usual, and your cake is good to go. It is delicious, guys, and it is wonderful. So thank you guys for always watching my videos, and I will see you in my future videos. Bye.